Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm helping you level up your communication skills 3 times a week. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome aboard and be sure to join the tribe by hitting that subscribe button right on below. Stuttering. Let's talk a little bit about stuttering today. Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, Joe Biden, Tiger Woods, and Bruce Willis. What do all 5 of these individuals have in common? All 5 of these individuals at one point used to stutter. Wait. I was just watching this interview of Tiger Woods recently, and he wasn't stuttering. He wasn't fumbling with his words. He was extremely articulate. Exactly. So Tiger Woods used to stutter, but nowadays he doesn't stutter. This is an insight that a lot of us need to understand. Because yes, there is a segment of the population on planet Earth who unfortunately struggle with severe physiological issues which are preventing them from conquering the stutter. But on the flip side, there's a large segment of the population who is accidentally grouping themselves in this label. In reality, you're not suffering from a severe physiological impediment. You're suffering from limiting beliefs, a lack of information, and a lack of practice. These 5 individuals were able to conquer their stuttering. All right, I get it, but these people, everyone that you listed are celebrities. They're extremely famous, which means that they get the money. So they use that money to get a speech therapist or a voice coach. I don't got money like that. I could barely use my money to buy ramen noodles. Is it the money? Think about that. Because yes, the 5 people that I mentioned are pretty famous, but think about it. What does that mean? Exclude the money for a second. They are famous, meaning that there's a lot more attention on them. That means that yes, they have to perform extremely well on the skill set that allowed them to become famous. And also, another part of being in the spotlight is your speech. How are you articulating yourselves? Due to all the added attention, there's heightened awareness on their speech, which led them to understand that, I gotta conquer this stuttering ASAP. There was heightened awareness. That's what all 5 of these individuals have in common. Sure, money is also a factor, but that comes later. It's heightened awareness. Joe Biden, our current president, said that when he wanted to conquer his stutter, he waged a war against the stutter. That's how much of a heightened awareness that he had regarding this issue, not only due to his fame, but because he wanted to take care of this issue. Yeah, man, but he's the president. I mean, I'm just a guy. I'm not famous or anything like that. How am I going to heighten my awareness? See, this really depends on us at this point, but we have to keep on understanding that it is a heightened awareness which will mitigate the stuttering issue. The question is, how? How do I do this heightened awareness thing, especially if I'm just a regular guy? Well, there's different ways of doing it. June 2018, I launched my Twitter account and I was writing a bunch of tweets. And one of the tweets which ended up doing extremely well was a tweet where I helped my audience overcome their tendency to use filler words. Too much. And my fix for that was anytime that you were going to say, catch yourself before, if you can. And let's say you couldn't catch yourself before and you just ended up saying the filler word. You have to pinch yourself extremely hard. So the next time that you're about to say that word, instead of saying anything, you just insert a silence. Why did I make the person pinch themselves? Because the pinch heightened the awareness of the filler word, and this prevented them from saying the filler word too many times in the near future. So this trick worked for a lot of people and they were able to polish up their speech. But you know what I noticed? There was a person who commented on that tweet and said, "Yo, this is what I used in order to overcome my stutter." So this trick was not just for filler words, it also worked for a stutter. It's because the pinch heightened the awareness. The brain has no clue what's important and what's not important until you assign it that value. And when you're constantly pinching in regards to a filler word, the brain is understanding, yo man, put some heightened awareness on this and don't say anything, just be silent. So this works for filler words and it also works for the stutter for this one individual who commented on my tweet. "Armani, man, my skin is sensitive. I'll most likely do this, but let's say I don't want to bruise myself. What else?" At this point, you just gotta put the spotlight back on yourself. How bad do you want it? Last year, I ended up going to Dunkin' Donuts, and as I go to Dunkin' Donuts, I see a bunch of these monks, right? And these monks are wearing orange robes. And I ask them, I've always been curious, why are your guys' robes orange? Why not pink? I was just joking around with them and they laughed. They were like, "Orange. It is orange because orange represents flame. Flame represents truth. We have intense longing for the truth. We fire away ignorance." They were from overseas and they came to the US and they were explaining this concept to me. They had this longing, this desire for the truth. Now, in this case, they put in a heightened awareness in regards to the truth. So they didn't have to pinch themselves all over the place. But in all three of these situations, with the 5 celebrities that I mentioned, with the filler words and the individual who said they were able to pinch themselves in order to get rid of their stutter, and with the monks, in all three of these situations, the commonality was heightened awareness. So how you bring the heightened awareness is completely up to you. But when you have that heightened awareness, that's when you start to rethink. Okay, we want to rethink the stutter to a point where we're much more deliberate in each and every single one of our words. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to give you a few tips on how to increase the awareness. I already talked about pinching yourself. I also highly recommend that you try to time yourself. Condition to your mind that there is a segment of the day that you are going to work on the stutter. You could do this by starting a timer and reading a book extremely intentionally, or thinking of a speech. Anytime you stutter, you have to start all the way back over. With the timer and starting over, you are heightening the awareness. So I gave you the pinch thus far. I talked about timer plus starting over regarding certain talks. And you can also do YouTube videos. The thing with YouTube videos is that eventually you are going public. Other people are watching you speak. Something about that little red dot, which indicates that the camera is on, the camera is recording, heightens the awareness. And this is a great way to document the journey on melting the stutter away gradually. Get in the habit of recording a video from beginning all the way to end and keep practicing the heightened awareness tactic. You don't need a speech coach. Sure, you could get a speech coach, but understand what these 5 celebrities, understand what my tweet and what these monks are trying to teach. It is the heightened awareness which eventually resolves a lot of the physiological impediments. And then by practicing consistently, working on each and every single word, trying to give each and every single word the respect that it deserves, trying to treat each word like it's its own entity, and trying to embrace silence more, that's when gradually, over time, the stutter begins to melt away. So ask yourself, are you currently putting yourself in this group? The group that unfortunately is struggling with the physiological impediment and may not have too much leeway to change? Or are you really in this group? A group that is struggling with limiting beliefs, a lack of information, a lack of heightened awareness, and a lack of practice. Put yourself in this group and be like these 5 that I mentioned in the beginning of this video and conquer your stutter. If you want more practical insights like this into the world of communication skills, practical tips that are easy to digest and easy to follow, be sure to sign up for my free daily newsletter, which goes out every single day at 7 p.m. EST. Every single day, you're going to get a brand new story delivered to you to help you become better with words. To join the link, be sure to check out the link in the description box along with the pinned comment right on below. And thank you for joining the Armani Talks YouTube channel.